Hello, hello, hello. Hello? Is that working now? I'm hoping that's working now. It kept warning me the audio wasn't working. Um, so this is just going to be an empties video. If you are not familiar with my channel, hi, I'm Sarah. I do empties videos. I have done unboxing videos in the past of certain things. I try to do reviews of different tech. I'm not always great at doing any of those things. So yeah. So like I said, it's an empties video, and I had it almost shot, and then I got a phone call, and I don't have any editing software, so I have no way to put it all together. Oh, God, there's some great stuff in the bottom here. So first off, I'm going to start talking to you about, this is the Physicians Formula Cushion Foundation. Mine looks like that. The I don't know, weird spongy applicator thing that came with this, I wasn't a fan. There's really not a lot of product in here. It's really unusual for me to manage to use an entire foundation when I can remember all the times that I've applied it. I'm gonna say I maybe applied this 15 times. This was the foundation I took to the gym in place of having like a moisturizer, because then it was working like a tinted moisturizer. It never sat on my skin really well. I always had to powder it. And all in all, like for the price of it, I wasn't a huge fan. Like it didn't do a lot for my skin. And yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't repurchase it. And I don't know, maybe it's just like that whole style of foundation. I don't know if I'm gonna bother with cushion foundations again. But it's okay because they don't seem to be in fashion anymore. I also have here the Smashbox X-rated mascara. I was given this sample by a friend who'd previously had a sample of this and knew that she reacted to it. So I tried this. I had an allergic reaction to it too. I will say this, I loved the look of it. I loved the brush. The formula was a little wet for me. And because I'm so sort of like squinty and blinky, I need to go with formulas that are a little bit drier. But it caused me to have a reaction, so that's not okay. And then I have the Max Factor, I know, who gets Max Factor anymore? Masterpiece mascara. Somebody's gonna say this is gross, I don't care. I got this from a girlfriend of mine. She had used it once, and she's like, it just didn't do anything for me. So whatever, she passed it on to me. It's kind of dried out a bit. It wasn't applying as nicely as it had been. Great for length, not very volumizing. It was okay. I also found the bristle length meant I was quite commonly hitting the inner rim of my eye, which would cause me to blink really hard, which would ruin the whole look. Which brings me to roller lash, which, well, this one was drying out, so I was considering getting rid of it anyway, but because it was drying out, I was having to go in with so many coats, and this curved brush is both a blessing and a curse, and because it's the rubbery bristles, then I was hitting my inner rim. I kept ruining my looks. It was happening every time. I would have them almost perfect. I would have my lashes almost perfect with this mascara, and if I didn't hit that inner rim, it did curl. My lashes looked amazing. It was wonderful. I found it didn't smudge once it had a chance to dry. But so I wouldn't purchase a full size of that. For me, it wasn't worth that sort of like Russian roulette. Then I have this Plexigloss by Hard Candy. They don't actually sell these separately. This was part of a kit. Didn't enjoy the texture. It wasn't really nice. Then I've got a Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. This one is in brown. This dried out. It is a brush tip. Really loved this. It didn't budge, it didn't smudge, it didn't do anything weird. even in high humidity, this was absolutely wonderful, and I am definitely considering repurchasing this. A couple of new colors. I'm just burning through the liquid eyeliners that I currently have because I want to make sure that I get rid of any that aren't. I want to go through all of them and really evaluate whether or not I'm having issues with them or the mascara. With this one, I never had any issues, and it was wonderful. Then I have the Kat Von D tattoo liner. This one is in black. This again is a brush tip. This one, again, generally I didn't have any issues with smudging, but I will say specifically I wore this to a friend of mine's wedding, and the humidity was insane that day. And it flaked right off and disappeared. It was so weird. Typically really good, and I pretty much have enjoyed it. Would I repurchase it though? I mean, the fact is I live in Halifax. Sometimes we get 98% humidity and it's not raining. It's so, would I don't know, maybe it was on sale. Like, other than that, I didn't have any complaints. Like, the pigmentation on it was really good. I didn't have to keep going over it. I found the brush tip to be a really great length for me on both of those. They're so virtually identical. If it was side by side, I'd probably get the Stila. Okay, and then I've got the Algenist Power Advanced Wrinkle Fighter Eye Serum. This is so lovely and moisturizing. Like, I can't tell you how well it does at a job of preventing wrinkles, but I can tell you it was really lovely. Would I repurchase that? Well, I mean, first of all, that was a sample. Everything that I've tried from the Algenist line I really liked, but I also am really aware that it comes with a certain amount of a price tag, and side by side, I would say that they're usually the same price point as Trivectin products, and for me, they both work about the same. But with Trivectin products, I know I'm paying not for the packaging, and I think that's a problem. I think Algenist used to be a line that was like very not trying to be such pretty packaging. So I don't know. I would have to kind of look at it, and again, side by side. Like, I'm pretty sure that eye serum is more than $100, and if I was going to side by side it, then the equivalent for me, the only one that I've loved more than that, was a sort of a tightening eye cream serum thing from Strivectin. That's $72, which isn't affordable. But if I was going to be shelling out like that level of money, I would go with this Trivectin, because it just, I knew it provided very good under eye. Like, it was a good base under makeup. It was a good sort of like all-arounder. That was really nice though. Underneath an eye cream, like, that was definitely a serum, and it was a really, really good one. This is the inside. This is the inside of my Glam RX palette. I purchased a couple years ago because I'd seen, this was a weird thing. I had seen in an Ipsy video, they were showing the full-size Glam RX palette, which comes with the middle part, and then the palette that was actually being given in the bags, as far as I'm aware, was the one that was just the single section, which was like a tiny Z palette, which I've kept. The middle insert thing really wasn't kicking around my bag very long before the glue started to let go. I tried re-gluing it. It didn't stick, whatever. So I have depotted the powder that came with it. It's quite nice, but it's very, very light, and you definitely get a white cast off of it. I'm stupid pale, so that's fine for me. The black eyeshadow that comes in this, you look at it and you're like, oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, so that's, yeah. So, but that's the thing. That's the only thing it comes with, is a black eyeshadow that they tell you can be used as a liner. So they send it with, yeah, so it just comes with a black eyeshadow. that you can use as a liner. It comes with this little double-ended spongy tip brush on the one side and the, angled brush on the other side, whatever. So right off the bat, the black eyeshadow is not great. I used all of the original lip gloss. This is a concoction I put in there. I don't know. This looks like kids' makeup now. I know I ruined it. The original concealer that was in here was also pretty good. It was sort of a drier potted cream kind of consistency, if that makes sense. A little creamier than like those old stick ones, but it was pretty good, and I definitely used it. I used all of it. But this is a pretty fair representation of, like, there's, like, literally, like, honestly, if you're darker than me, I wouldn't even bother. It blows my mind now, because, like, yeah, like, Candy Johnson was using this in a video, and I'm like, sure, but then you can never self-tan and use this product because it is for stupid white people. Like, not like stupid white people, I mean people who are stupidly white. I don't mean like anyway. Okay, so then I have this Earl Grey Lavender Cream. This is from the Will Tea House. I powered through this because I was drinking a lot of London Fogs, well, Harbor Fogs. Really, really good. Really, really good. Would definitely recommend. I don't know if he's selling that one right now. Sample shampoo from a brand I've never heard of. It was okay. Sample size shampoo. Well, this is a conditioner, and I've got the matching shampoos from Neutrogena. Random. I don't think I've seen this in stores. Me. Lip balm that came with my Accutane kit. I actually managed to scam some extra one of these from my dermatologist's office. They're really good. They smell like oranges. Two-in-one Pantene shampoo and conditioner is just like you remember it from when that's all your mom was willing to buy in the 90s. This is the Schwarzkopf Essence Ultime with luxurious pearl essences. Diamond color with diamond gloss serum. And UV protection and shine. This conditioner I picked up because it was on sale. It feels like there's still a bunch left. I don't know. It's the bottle. It was okay. I should show you the bottle better. It looks like this. It was okay, but it was weird. It was like I had to use more to make it feel like my hair had been conditioned properly, because even when I was putting it on in the shower, it didn't feel like, it felt like it was just sitting on my hair and like it wasn't like penetrating it. It wasn't really great. I wasn't really happy with it. It didn't seem to damage my hair, but it certainly didn't make my hair feel like really well conditioned. Currently, right now, I'm using the Aussie 3-Minute Miracle. You can get a larger size now at Walmart with the pump on top, which makes it a hell of a lot easier to deal with. And I think it was like $6 or $7. That is really great, and my hair is super soft and bouncy and wonderful, but I do definitely need a trim. My ends are getting raggedy. Okay. Then I have, this is the Innisfree Super Volcanic Pore Clay Mask. I always like to keep a clay mask somewhere in my routine. This isn't actually empty, but it's dried out to the point where it's obnoxious when I go to use it. Probably because I think I left the lid not as tight as it should have been, or even off once or twice when I had used it. I picked that up on a website called Cosmetic Love for about $10. Like, it was really good price. I would definitely repurchase that. In fact, when I do, I'm probably going to also repurchase in a full size this Laneige Multi Cleanse. They say that this is a makeup remover, but this has, apparently it uses papaya in order to exfoliate. Like, it definitely, like, it feels exfoliating. Not like horrendously exfoliating, like a good solid daily mechanical exfoliator, if that makes sense, if you're into caring about these things. This is not an enzymatic one by any stretch. Um, Personally, like for me, when I think of something that's makeup removing, I always think of something that's safe to use around my eyes. I wouldn't use this like on eye makeup. I definitely used it around my eyes, but not on my eyes. It rinsed really nicely. It definitely felt cleansing. It didn't feel like it was too gentle because like some cleansers are like that. Like Cetaphil is really great if your skin is having a moment, but like on the daily, it is, I personally find, too, like, too gentle. Um, and I like for my skin to feel clean. Like, for instance, currently I'm using, um, oh, yeah, currently I'm using the Purity Cleanser. This leaves a very similar level of clean feeling after it as the Purity Cleanser. A little bit more so because of that, exfoliating action. Really, really nice. It wasn't weirdly scented. It wasn't irritating. Like, it was just a really great cleanser. And I know that the full size of this is something like 4 something ounces for like, I want to say $27 on Sephora. But I also found that I really didn't need to use a lot of this. Like, it really was one of those ones where like you were using a pea-sized amount. Whereas like with the Purity Cleanser, I find I need to use a little bit more. I really love the Purity Cleanser. I'm gonna say that right now. I love that cleanser. Neither of those do I personally consider makeup removing. When I need to get makeup off my face, I definitely do a 2-step cleanse because I have to use waterproof products, especially around my eyes. So I have to do an oil cleanse and I have to follow up with a second cleanser because there is always shit left. Um, so in that sense, neither of those in my world and my routine are given a chance to be makeup removing. Um, Purity Cleanser probably. No, I have tried to take makeup off with that and I wasn't happy with it. This one I haven't because of those bits, because I don't want to get them in my eyes. But all in all, like this is a really good product, like a really nice product. I've gone through a couple of things from the Laneige line now, and so far I've really enjoyed everything I've tried from them, and like if there is a scent, it's like that really neutral spa scent, like good spa, not like cheap spa, and not like a Veda spa, like not hippie spa. It just clean, like clean. And then I have this. It's a Benefit concealer. It's in the wrong color for me. It's moussey. The boing. I tried it even on my hand and it moved around, so I wasn't really satisfied. I won't be purchasing a full side of that. Then I've got a Briogeo Blossom and Bloom Ginseng and Biotin Volumizing Shampoo. This was just a foil pack, and it was okay, but like for $40 for like a pot shampoo, I don't really know how that works, but yeah, I picked up the sample because I'd seen Toddy Westbrook had been talking about it, and I was like, oh, that line seems neat. So I tried it out. I'm not mad for trying it. It's just like maybe just that part of the line. It was nothing special. Um, Now, however, I also tried the Verb Full Body Color Safe Cleanse Shampoo, and this is the volumizing formula. This one was pretty good, but they even have one specifically designed for what is essentially my hair type, the super straight, super fine hair that just, yeah. Anyway, so they've got they call it their Ghost Shampoo and Conditioner line for their volumizing, which is different even than this, because this was really lovely, and this actually did give my hair a little bit of like lift and volume, and but I'm thinking of trying out that Ghost line because it's possible to get like normal size bottle of shampoo for $18, which would be worth trying out in my books at least once, because if you're like me and you've switched up to a routine where you're only washing your hair, once or twice a week, then you're really I know that a product isn't really a good idea for me when I'm running through it quickly. My Aussie 3-Minute Miracle, the last bottle that I had was the normal small size bottle, and it took me about 3 months to get through that. That Ultime by Schwarzkopf, just to make sure that my hair felt conditioned, I went through that in about a month. Like, I just had to use too much conditioner, and it wouldn't feel like I used the amount I normally used, and I got out of the shower and my hair and let it dry, and blah blah, and it didn't feel conditioned. It felt kind of dry. And especially this time of year, that's sort of the thing. I'm always very careful about volumizing stuff this time of year because we're getting into winter. Our heating system has had to be on a couple of times now, even though we are experiencing a serious warm spell, considering the time of year. It is 10 degrees out today, and like 2 nights ago, we had a very severe thunderstorm in Dartmouth. So, yeah. Anyway, that is everything. If I had one product though that I really wanted to highlight, this isn't an empty, but it is a sneak peek for Christmas. I got for my birthday, I got a Give Me Some Lip set from Sephora, and I got this is Le Nuit from YSL. It's one of their sort of like their classic staple colors. It is so comfortable. It is so conditioning. It is so lovely. So I got my mom a full size for Christmas. Their holiday packaging, which looks even cooler than their regular packaging, is the same price as their regular. And this is the first YSL lipstick I've ever owned. I'm really impressed even with the quality of the sample size packaging, which is hysterical. It's still plastic. It's just well made. And the full size one is metal, properly closes, very well made. The lipstick looks beautiful. Everything about it's beautiful. It's a beautiful little gift to have in your hand. So I'm really pleased with that. But yeah, that's the sort of the big, because I try to do sort of like one kind of expensive thing, like not like expensive, but like nice. So like, can't remember, was it last year that I did the Dior? I think it was the year before last year that I did the Dior and Lancome for her. And then last year I think I did Clinique. And then so this year it's YSL, and I'm thinking next year might be Tom Ford, but I have to actually I have to physically be somewhere where Tom Ford stuff is, because I have to figure out whether or not it's quite scented, because if it's quite scented, I feel like that might be an issue, because I was thinking I was going to do Chanel for her this year, but their lipsticks are, maybe it was just the one I was testing out, it seemed like very flowery. Anyway, so that is that. I'm gonna try and at least get out what I have in the backlog up. I am gonna try and be better about this. I have things in the background now. I don't have a lot of things on the walls, as you can see. I have this tree thing. That's very cool. This is a beautiful mirrored cabinet. You can't see because it's completely blown up behind me, but there's trees and stuff back there. It's very lovely. It's very lovely. And we're settling into the new house. Oh, I have curtains. You can see my curtains. That's not that. Nope. That's a curtain. And that's a curtain. Ooh, curtains. Which it occurs to me I should have maybe closed, because that's just completely blowing out the back. That's, yeah, I'm still not good at backgrounds. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.